This ecosystem tank has now been set up for over a month, and I just want to give you guys another look into how it's doing. So far it's doing phenomenally well. As you can see, look the amount of growth we've got at the top here. This is the Hygrophila Siamensis 53B, this one is. This is the Polysperma, so you can see completely different types of plant really once they become immersed. This one actually flowers as well, and there's some tiny flowers starting to appear here. This is where they'll shoot from. It's looking really lush and really nice. Duckweed's becoming a bit of a nuisance because I keep forgetting to scoop it out. Every time you walk past a tank with duckweed, when it comes established, you need to take a scoop. I've been really busy with the build, so I forgot. So it's looking quite gloomy though, that's the only issue. And that is a result of the lack of maintenance. But it's an ecosystem tank, so there is a little bit of deliberate lack of maintenance, if you know what I mean, you know. There's some algae down here. There's a lot of waste and detritus on the floor, so we're going to get that all cleaned up. There's a lot of trimming that needs going on, which is a good thing because it means our plants are growing really well. So we need to do that. We need to clear it up a bit. Let's get it a little bit more bright, but at the same time trying to keep all that immersed growth. Some of it's coming over a bit further than I'd like it to be, so we need to trim some of them back. Like that one just looks out of place. I want to keep the immersed plants to the back. Tons of new shoots, new leaves coming through from this Echiodorus plant. Amazon sword, effectively, it's just a different type. There's multiple types of Amazon swords, I'm sure you've seen. It can get quite confusing, but this is that sort of round leaf looking one. That looks really good. So yeah, first things first, I'm just going to blitz the whole tank. I'll do some time lapse of that. Could be here a while. So that's about 50% of the water drained. No, it's not, because it wasn't filled right up. So yeah, should we go for about 30 to 40% water change? And you can just see the amount of growth that's going on in here, which is really good. But what I'm going to do next is just fill it back up, because I've siphoned out quite a lot there just to remove some of the waste that was on the bottom. I don't want to remove all of it, because it's quite useful. It's good for the water really to have a bit of that in there. You don't want it completely clean, otherwise you're just nuking the tank effectively. So let's now fill it back up with water. We can just see where the cards lie in terms of what's above and below the water, because some stuff, as you can see, is just flopped down. If it's going to be doing that, I'll just trim it off. I need some more space open here and a bit of more space in the middle for the light to come through. So just see how it goes, fill it up, and then I'll start trimming. Right, that's the water level up to where I want to have it. I think it's looking good. Look at that cushion moss there on the left. Let's get to trimming, because as you can see, it's a bit of a mess, but it's a natural mess, but I want to open it up a bit more, get it a bit brighter. So personally, I now think that this tank is looking great again. I love that gap now down the middle, separated into its own zones, if you like. But one of the reasons I'm still having to do water changes on this tank is because there's fish in it, but there's nothing to clean their waste because we've removed the filter. So what do we do instead? Snails and shrimp. Now I've got just collected from the shop quite a few shrimp, so I'm going to put the bag in now and get them to temperature acclimate.
So here's where we're at. Focus please. Right, the tank is doing really well. It's all cleared. Can't actually see any of the shrimp I put in at the moment at all. You can see this really nice snout. Right, so the females in here are quite young. All of them have been bred by me, including the male as well. He looks really nice. Look at him. Oh guys, here we go. Gonna get some nice babies out of him. I don't really know what he is. I suppose it's like a snake skin, but it's got like other bits in there as well. Anyway, it's really cool. So hopefully we get some babies soon. Now these enders are set at, this tank's set at 16 degrees, well not set at, it falls at 16 degrees. They're absolutely fine. They've been bred in cooler temperatures, and as you can see, it's not affecting them in any way. I do think that at least this one here is carrying some babies. Very plump, very rounded, so hopefully soon in the tank we get some nice little baby enders. Won't be long.